You know the car dealership, right? It's been a cornerstone of how we buy and sell cars for, well, over a century. But what if I told you that entire experience, from the moment you start browsing to the day you trade in your old car, is on the verge of a complete and total reinvention? Today, we're going to explore exactly how three distinct stages of artificial intelligence are set to completely transform this industry, taking us on a journey from what we know today into a future that is, frankly, pretty mind-bending. Okay, so let's look at the roadmap for this revolution. It really unfolds in three acts. We're starting with ANI, or artificial narrow intelligence, and that's the world we're living in from now until about 2030. You can think of this as the age of prediction and efficiency. Then things get really interesting. We enter the era of AGI, or artificial general intelligence, kicking off around 2030. This is where AI becomes a true intelligent partner. And finally, starting around 2040, we hit ASI, artificial superintelligence. This is the dawn of what you might call the reality architect. And get this, each phase doesn't just improve on the last one, it completely changes the game. So first up, the ANI era. And let's be super clear, this isn't science fiction we're talking about. This is already happening, right now. AI is basically acting as a specialized, predictive brain for the dealership, transforming these places from relying on gut feelings into absolute powerhouses of data-driven precision. Let's dig into what that actually looks like.
So in this era, ANI is this incredibly powerful predictive engine. For sales, it's analyzing everything, your web history, major life events, to figure out the absolute perfect time to offer you a new car. For service, well, it's like your car can call the doctor itself, predicting a part is going to fail and booking an appointment before you even have a clue there's a problem. It can even set the fairest price for your trade-in instantly, based on millions of data points. And of course, it handles all those routine questions 24/7. It is all about being smarter, faster, and way more proactive.
Now, this table, this really gets to the heart of the shift. Just look at the before and after columns. We're going from old school mass marketing to a laser-focused approach, from just scheduled checkups to predictive maintenance that fixes problems before they even happen. The entire model just flips on its head, from being reactive, waiting for you to call or for something to break, to being totally proactive. For us as customers, this means a dealership that feels like it perfectly anticipates our every need. Okay, so AI makes everything smarter, way more efficient, but what happens when the AI stops being just a tool and starts to, well, think? That brings us to the AGI era, which is slated to begin around 2030. Here, AI becomes a true partner, and the dealership transforms into something that's much more like a personal mobility concierge. And right here, this is the crucial difference. AI is a brilliant tool, no doubt. It automates tasks, it predicts outcomes, but AGI? AGI is an intelligent partner. It doesn't just see the data points of your life, it understands the context. It knows the why behind your goals, your family's needs, your career path. It can reason, it can strategize, and maybe it can even empathize on your behalf. This quote, it perfectly captures the new mission statement for the AGI-powered dealership. It's not really about selling you a car anymore. The real goal is to create a completely frictionless ownership experience, where all the traditional hassles, the maintenance, the worries, the paperwork, they just melt away. And this slide just brilliantly illustrates what that frictionless future actually looks like. I mean, imagine this. Your car detects a tiny problem. While you're fast asleep, it quietly drives itself to the service center, gets repaired, and is back in your driveway before you even wake up. All you get is a simple notification that everything's all set. That's ownership, but with none of the work. In AGI's role as a partner, it goes even deeper. It literally becomes your life consultant, proactively suggesting a bigger car because it knows your family is growing. It acts as your personal financial advisor, telling you the perfect moment to sell for maximum value. And forget haggling, your personal AGI could negotiate directly with the dealer's AGI to get you the absolute best deal, all in a matter of seconds. The dealership itself becomes this self-managing intelligence hub, and it's all focused on you. And now, we take the final leap. This is the truly profound stage, projected for 2040 and beyond, the ASI era. And here, we're not just talking about transforming a business anymore. We are talking about redefining the very concepts of ownership, of sales, and even of physical matter itself. With artificial superintelligence, the change is absolute. The idea of a dealership as a building, a physical place that you drive to, it just ceases to be relevant. The entire business model we have known for over 100 years doesn't just change, it becomes completely obsolete. So why does it become obsolete? Well, because of concepts like this. On-demand molecular assembly. Think about it for a second. Instead of building millions of cars and parking them on giant lots, what if you could just create the vehicle you need right when you need it? Using advanced nanotechnology, ASI could construct the perfect mode of transport for you right on the spot. Need a little two-seater for a date night? It appears. A big van for moving day? It materializes. The very idea of physical inventory just vanishes. The sales process gets eliminated too. It's replaced by something called neural desire synchronicity. And yeah, it sounds like science fiction, but the logic follows. Through a direct brain-computer interface, the ASI understands your intention to travel the very moment you think of it. There's no need to ask for anything, or search for anything, or order anything. Your need is anticipated and met before you can even fully form the thought. So in this ASI era, the fundamental problems that dealerships even exist to solve, they're not just fixed, they're literally designed out of existence. Cars repair themselves at an atomic level. Accidents become physically impossible because ASI synchronizes the movement of every single object in the system. And the concept of owning a car, it vanishes as all resources are managed for the collective good. The dealership isn't just gone, it's been replaced by the ASI itself, a seamless interface to reality. Okay, that was a huge leap, I know. So let's bring this all back together and just look at the entire evolutionary path in one place, from today's reality all the way to tomorrow's revolution. This table really is the ultimate summary. Just look at the progression of the main role. It goes from a simple prediction tool in the ANI era to a life partner with AGI, and finally to a reality architect with ASI. Or check out how the customer relationship evolves, from just a transaction to a true partnership, and ultimately to a kind of consciousness integration. It's a journey from just optimizing a system to fundamentally redesigning reality itself. So we are left with this final thought. As we move through these eras, the very meaning of mobility just completely changes. In a future where transportation is an on-demand service and physical objects are fluid, well, the competition might no longer be about who builds the best machine. It might just be about which intelligence can design the most beautiful reality.